Hey guys, what's up? It's Total7 again, and I got a special review for you today. I'm going to bring to you the MAC-11 SE review. Now, the cool thing about how I got this gun is I don't have NX, and I don't usually buy NX to do reviews. I usually get them out of just crates that Combat Arms gives to us, gray high sex and black high sex. That I get black high sex out of jobs and stuff like that. But the cool thing about this gun is when Combat Arms gave us the Miss Zulu case for playing for a certain amount of time, I opened that one Zulu case and got a permanent MAC-11 SE, which was really awesome. But I'm going to go into a couple of things about the gun. The gun itself is well rounded. It most compares commonly to the Uzi Metal, I believe. It has kind of the same animations to the gun, and it looks like the one thing I would say is the Combat Arms, I don't know what they call them, visualizers and engineers, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, look like they're working hard on the animations of the guns, and it's really impressive on their part, and everyone dogs the necks in. But the gun itself, I'm going to compare it to the MAC-10 SE, because the MAC-11, I wouldn't compare it to the MAC-11 because no one knows the MAC-11 good enough yet, because it just came out, as well as the MAC-11 SE. So I'm going to compare it to the MAC-10 SE because they're both GP rare, or not, one's an NX rare and one's a GP rare, so they just seems normal to compare the two. But when we're looking at the MAC-11 SE, we're going to be seeing a damage of 36, a portability of 91, rate of fire at 90, an accuracy of 73, and a recoil of 67. Now the damage of 36 is average for a submachine gun, but don't get me wrong, there's a lot of submachine guns that have higher damage, and this one, so I would just put it in average. But for the newer guns that have been coming out, the damage usually you see is higher, and the stats are a lot better on newer guns that have been coming out. And the portability of 91 is actually about average, but it's a lot higher than most submachine guns, just for the fact that it is an SE, which is special edition, and it looks like to have a steel body, which makes it look like it has an alloy, which does make the gun more portable. Now, if this is true or not, I'm not sure. The gun at a rate of fire of 90 is about average for the MAC-11 and MAC-10 series variants. They all have about a rate of fire from anywhere from 87 to 93. I haven't really looked up stats to the other guns, but I know that's about true. The accuracy of 73, I feel the gun is one of the most accurate submachine guns that there has been. It has a really controllable recoil as well as its accuracy, and you can just tap the gun a couple of times and hopefully get a 3 or 4 shot kill, and it's very, very accurate. I don't know why I was trying to say 2-shot kill. There's no burst fire mode to this gun, unfortunately. It would be a lot better if it did have a burst fire mode. We do see burst fire mode in some submachine guns, but we're not seeing it in this one. Now, this gun is customizable with a magazine and a suppressor. Now, I would recommend putting a larger magazine on this gun just because it has a really quick reload, kind of compared to the Uzis where you just kind of slam it in there, but it has a really quick reload, so I would recommend an extended mag to the gun. And you can add a suppressor. I would recommend an S1 or S3 suppressor. Stay away from the S2. Now the gun, like I said, it might need a bigger magazine just because it has a high rate of fire, and you have a higher tendency of missing shots, and you might want those extra kills, or not those extra bullets, just in case you come up on a lot more enemies. Now, something cool that I kind of discovered is the wiki, I think, is actually wrong. It says it had an integrated suppressor, and there's no integrated suppressor to the gun, and especially since you can add a suppressor to it in its customization, which is really unique. Now, this gun is an NX rare of the MAC-11, and it is can only be obtained through the supply crate Miss Zulu. Like I said, I got it out of the one Miss Zulu permanent, so that was pretty awesome, especially since I've never got a gun permanent out of a supply crate. The only guns I have permanent are ones I have actually bought. Now, this gun came out during the, or I think it was after the Operation Play Ball update, but that's still going on now through May, so that'll be pretty cool to do. But now I'm going to compare it to the MAC-10 SE stats. The MAC-10 SE, you're seeing a more round gun on it. I'm going to say that first. So you're seeing a more round gun. The MAC-11 SE, you're seeing a flatter gun than the MAC-10. The MAC-10 kind of makes me think, I don't even know, it's just round, it's different, it's out there, it's kind of unique. Now, you're seeing a damage of 36 on the MAC-10 SE as well as on the MAC-11 SE. You're seeing a portability at 88. The MAC-10 SE is 3 points lower than the portability of the MAC-11 SE. You're seeing a rate of fire at 90. Like I said, most guns in the MAC-10, MAC-11 family are all at a rate of fire at 90. You're seeing an accuracy of 60 compared to the accuracy of 73. So you're seeing a lot higher accuracy from the MAC-10 series to the MAC-11 series. So that's a big improvement. The recoil at 67 is actually lower, which is another big improvement on the MAC-11 series. Now this gun, the only cool thing that compares to this gun compared to the other one is MAC-10 can actually have sights added as well as a magazine suppressor, and the MAC-11 SE cannot have a suppressor. Now the ammo capacity, you get 30 bullets in your clip and 120 left over, compared to the MAC-10 SE, which you only get 30 and then 90 left over, so you're getting less ammo on the MAC-10 SE. Now the high fire rate of the MAC-11 SE, you're starting to notice that you lose a lot of your ammo when you're starting to shoot this gun, and you find that you run out of ammo really quick when you're using this gun. This gun I would not recommend for long ranges, just because it is an accurate gun, but it's a submachine gun. Now, if you want to tap fire at longer ranges, it's very effective, but I would keep this gun in mid or close ranges, especially close ranges, because it has that high fire rate and good accuracy. Like I said, this gun compares to the Uzi Metal. The gun has a relatively quick reload. A couple cool features about the gun is, as you see, the steel on it, I'm pretty sure it does make it a more portable gun. If you guys don't know what the SE on the end of MAC-11 SE, a lot of people have been asking what the SE on the end of guns mean. It actually means special edition, and then LE is limited edition. So the UMP that they gave away permanent that you could buy was a UMP limited edition, and then there's the hot shotgun they gave away for perm. That was an LE limited edition gun. Now, a couple cool things about this gun. This guy that I'm about to no scope, or quick scope, actually thought I no scoped him. He's like no scoping fag. But anyways, this gun it's well rounded. I would recommend to use it. Now, this gun doesn't have any major outstanding statistics or anything about the gun that just makes it stand out. It's more of an average gun than an OP gun, which is something I like about it, so you won't get people raging just because you're using it. Just notice that I have been kind of mumbling through the whole review, and I kind of apologize for that. If you can't understand me at moments, I do apologize. As well as the recording quality isn't best because I forgot to change the array on my mic, so that it might sound a little funky. But the MAC-11 SE is one of the most portable and accurate submachine guns I've seen. Is it as OP as the P90TR that I'm using? No, nowhere near as OP. But the gun itself is an average submachine gun with no unique qualities. I'm not bagging or getting, saying it's a sucky gun. I'm just saying it's not OP like most of the guns in Combat Arms. And that's good because Combat Arms has been giving away guns, and it's making the gun game unbalanced just because of all these OP guns. And thankfully, they're putting out another gun out there that isn't over the top, and it does really make me happy. But overall, I would recommend this gun for you guys who want to try out something new, because trying out something new is always great. The more you try out new, the better enjoyable the game can be for you. So if you're doing the same thing over and over, same game mode and everything, it might get boring. But if you enjoyed this, links are in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a nice day.